At the end of the day, this small business cleans up in more ways than one. Ian Sieb is the owner of Denver Relief, a state-licensed marijuana dispensary. Sieb shuts the blinds and locks the doors before he counts the day's take. On this night, he's got lots of money to count because he's been dealing only in cash.
This makes me nervous.
The bank that ran his credit card transactions figured out what he was selling.
First, we lost American Express, and then one day we just didn't have the ability to process credit cards. We got an email saying, "You're being cut off."
That's because in the eyes of the federal government, Sieb's business is selling an illegal substance, marijuana.
How do you deal with an all-cash business?
It's very, very difficult when you're storing cash, moving cash, having to pay people in cash.
Are you really doing all of that in cash?
There are a lot of people that are operating on a 100% cash basis. I'm aware of people who have been through over 20 banks in 4 years. 13 and 8. Do you want to do an eighth of each?
To make matters worse, shortly after his credit card processing stopped working, his other banks shut down the rest of his accounts altogether.
They sent us a letter saying, due to recent federal pronouncements, we're shutting your account down. But we pushed back. We got United States Congress people involved.
Fed up with operating like a criminal, Sieb took his fight to Washington, D.C.
The federal government has scared many of the banks into not allowing legal medical marijuana dispensaries to have bank accounts with them.
Colorado Congressman Jared Polis has proposed legislation that will remove marijuana from the controlled substance list.
Oh, wow.
So banks working with marijuana businesses won't be breaking the law.
It's absolutely critical that these businesses can have bank accounts. It'll help us in law enforcement, traceability, making sure that criminal cartels are not involved with the business, and make sure that people are paying their taxes and following the law.
And those taxes could add up. The legal marijuana industry is estimated to be worth at least $1 billion. But as long as marijuana is illegal in the eyes of the federal government, Ian Sieb will have to disguise his income.
We have put some measures in place here so that our cash doesn't smell like cannabis.
You put it in a separate room?
We put it in a separate safe. It goes into a bag. There's a safe inside of a safe. There's no reason to rub it in somebody's nose and say, here, smell this cannabis-infused cash.
The bank's going to say, yeah, no, that's not going to fly.
That is probably the quickest way to lose your bank account.